Hello everyone, and it is time for my October favorite. And that's how this video is going to start. So I will begin with beauty items. So the first item I have is this Wet n Wild Eyeshadow Primer. It is the Take on the Day Eyeshadow Primer. And I saw someone talk about this in a video, and I had run out of my Urban Decay eyeshadow, like the Potion Primer or whatever, the original one, and so I decided to go ahead and try it, and I really like it. It comes out, it comes out like this, so you just put some on your finger, dab it on, it's totally clear, it gives you just a nice, it dries to like a powdery finish, so it's perfect to put on powder eyeshadows, and it really makes everything last for a really long time, and like you gotta get in there to get it off. So if you are looking for a primer on a budget, this is a good one. Try it. Next I have the e.l.f. Under Eye, the high definition under eye setting powder, and I generally use the NYX HD banana powder, but I have seen a lot of people talk about this, so I wanted to give it a try, and it really works. It is really fine. The powder is like super fine, so when you put it on, it's really hard for it to look cakey or anything like that, and it does set my under eye concealer, and it's really easy on the old pockets. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. Next I have the Maybelline New York Eye Studio gel liner in Blackest Black. I typically always use liquid like pen eyeliner. I always have. It's always just been easiest for me. I always feel like I can get the most control with it, but I wanted to go ahead and give the gel eyeliner a try, so I got this, and I bought an e.l.f. eyeliner pencil, and it took a little getting used to, but I really do like how it looks on the eyes, and it is definitely very black and stays on. It doesn't budge, and I think it looks really nice, and I was glad that I bought it. Next I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I got this in either an Ipsy bag or Birchbox. I think it was Birchbox. And I tried it when I first got it, and then I kind of set it aside and forgot about it. And I just picked it up a couple weeks ago and decided to try it again. And I actually did notice a difference. I don't typically use primers, but when I put this one on, I do notice that it kind of helps smooth over my pores and just kind of helps the foundation sit really nicely. And I actually think it helps with the longevity of my foundation as well. So yeah, this was great, and I'm glad I refound it. Next I have a perfume, a new one that I decided to try from Replica called Lazy Sunday Morning, and the description of the fragrance is soft skin and bed linen. And it really is just a really nice soft fragrance, and I don't know, it just kind of calms me in a weird way. Is that weird? But I kind of like this as an everyday, it's really light, it's not like really heavy, dark perfumey. It is a really nice light feminine fragrance, and I love the roller balls because you can throw these in your purse and just kind of dab it on when you need it, and it is quick, easy, and yeah, so this one smells amazing and I love it. Next I've been using the simple Micellar Water for a while. I've gone through probably 4 or 5 bottles, but I've noticed recently, because I think I mentioned in a previous video that I've been having a lot of issues with my skin, and I have noticed that less is more. And I generally use this in the mornings instead of actually like washing my face with a cleanser. I just swipe my face with a cotton pad to kind of freshen everything up. Unless it's one of those mornings where, you know, you just feel grimy, then I'll like wash my face fully. But typically I can just swipe my face with this on a cotton pad and and then I'm ready to put on my moisturizer and get ready for the day. But I also like to use it at night after I remove my makeup, if I'm wearing makeup that day, because this really, I like to go in after I use a cleanser and just kind of get the rest of the makeup that is left over that you can't really see. And I've really been noticing a difference of just using this in the morning. But yeah, it has really been helping, and my skin has kind of calmed down. And I still have a few breakouts, but it hasn't been as bad as it was getting, and it was just getting a little crazy. So yes, thank you. Next we're gonna move on to a home item, and I found a new candle that I love. I do love a good Bath & Body Works candle, just like so many of us. But this one is Radiant Red Maple, and I will read you the fragrance notes. It is the aromas of crisp red Macintosh apples, smoky woods, and a hint of toasted marshmallow. Bring a feeling of fall into the air. And this really just smells like you're walking outside on a beautiful, crisp autumn day. And when it's lit, it just makes my apartment smell wonderful. I also have the toasted marshmallow in the back, right back there, that I love. And I also got another candle the same time I bought this called Autumn Wreath, which is really powerful fall. I mean, it's like balsam and all of that, but this one, so good, so good. Next is music I've been loving, and I have been listening nonstop to the Hamilton album, written by Lin-Manuel. It is a new musical, and it is just fantastic. I love Lin-Manuel. If you are familiar with him at all, I love In the Heights. It's one of my favorite musicals, and I was so incredibly excited when he announced that he was working on Hamilton the musical, because he was inspired by this biography of Alexander Hamilton, which I have actually owned since 2006. So the fact that Lin-Manuel was writing a musical about Alexander Hamilton, one of my favorite historical political figures, I just couldn't believe it. And the music is amazing, and it's just great. Check it out if you love musicals. If you don't love musicals, just check it out. I love it. And last but not least, my favorite book of October was written by one of my all-time favorite artists. I love her so much, and it is Sarah Bareilles' book, Sounds Like Me. It is just a really cool insight to her life, and it really just feels like you are sitting there listening to her talk, and she's just telling you stories about growing up and about, coming into music and coming into the industry and everything. And I just love her. I think that not only is she incredibly talented, she is hilarious and just has a really great personality. And I read this book in a couple of hours. It's only 180 pages, but I could not put it down because it just was so interesting and really well written, and just, like the title said, it sounds like her. It just sounds like she's sitting there talking to you, and it was really great. So if you like Sarah Bareilles, if you have any interest in her life, I really recommend reading her book because it was a lot of fun to read. And that does it for my October favorites. Please let me know in the comments what you guys were loving in October. Please give this a thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye, guys. October favorites. October favorites.